Hala, nag-study na sad mo?
Oh, study na sad.
Study na sad. Welcome to the last day of GDSC CTU's TechMas Study Jams, featuring software testing. Explore the essence of software testing, mastering both automated and manual methodologies to ensure the resilience of software systems and craft seamless user experiences.
This final study jam is the culmination of the knowledge we have acquired using various programming technologies such as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Flutter, and Firebase, of which are essential to the upcoming Google Solutions Challenge.
So, Nooglers, technologists, innovators, are you ready? Let the study jam commence.
Take a look at the timeline of our study jams this week. What's the catch of this event, you ask? You will have the opportunity not only to acquire knowledge on programming,
Hmm.
but also attend at least 3 out of 5 events and get a chance to join the raffle. Also, attend our Kahoot quiz, which is open to everyone on this meet with a chance to win 100 pesos Gcash for first place, 75 pesos Gcash for the second place, and 50 pesos Gcash for the third place.
To make things even more interesting, our partner, DevGon Cebu, offers one lucky winner a book about the digital trends on business. Ready or Not 2020. This book should be every business leader's roadmap to understanding this new wave of technology and capitalizing on them. Don't forget that those who have attended will all have the chance to win this exclusive book. And for those of you who are not yet familiar with DevCon or Developers Connect, this organization is a registered nonprofit org that empowers Filipino developers and future geeks with a mission to promote collaborative growth and global competence of Filipino developers, the academe and IT industry. And with GDSC CTU's partnership with DevCon Cebu, we are on our way to creating an innovative and productive venue to sync, support, and succeed for all our fellow developers here in CTU. So this will be our agenda for today.
Before we start with our study jump proper, let's kick off with a quick icebreaker that will surely energize us all and bring some fun to the table. Allow me to introduce you to a game called Hulaan Mo Ang Kota Ko, in which we'll provide 5 movie quotes for you to guess. Diba, Rowan?
That's right. We'll be revealing these quotes one by one, displaying them on your screens. You'll have the opportunity to guess the quote and share your answers in the chat box. We will read the quotes once for you and give you 5 seconds to come up with your response. Next slide, please.
Ready na?
Ready na.
Without further ado, Nooglers, we will now begin. So, for the first quote, we have, ang choice para lang sa may pera. Again, ang choice para sa may pera. Can you guess where this movie quote is from? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's correct. It's a famous line from what we can all relate to. Joy from Hello Love, Goodbye.
Congrats, everyone. Congrats. Let's dive now to the second quote. So listen carefully. Am I not enough? May kulang ba sa akin? May mali ba sa akin? Pangit ba ako? Pangit ba ang katawan ko? Kapalit-palit ba ako? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1. Ito naman.
Guess the quote.
Guess na. Wala. Uh, okay. So it's from Liz Ken's My X and Y's.
So, nasakitan jud mo tanan ato no, and so many.
Oh,
Oh, some of you are
correct.
correct.
My X and Y's. Okay, next. Next slide, please. Next, we have this famous quote. Ikaw, patuloy lang sa lintik na passion na yan. Puro passion, hindi tayo mapapakain ng passion na yan. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow! Sakto na po sila. Oh, nagtuon dyan, diba? The famous quote was from The House of Us by Katniel. Keep it up, everyone.
Next. I'm sure you can all relate to this one. Quote number 4. Huwag mo kong mahalin dahil mahal kita.
Kani. Stop acting. Again, quote number 4. Stop acting like you know my pain. Stop acting like you know it. Okay, so you are correct, everyone. It's from Barcelona, A Love Untold by Katniel Gihapon, which is
Nagbuwag lang recently, no? So, yeah.
Yeah, that's correct, everyone. Keep it up. Okay, next, please. Okay, so the last quote is
Sa'yo, believe ako.
sa iba. Hindi. Again.
Sa'yo, believe ako. Sa iba, hindi.
So again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct na sad. It's from another movie of Liz and called Alone Together. Okay, so
That's a wrap for Icebreaker, everyone. Thank you all for participating. So I hope the game did break the ice for everyone. But before we formally start the topic of today's study jam, software testing, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you all to Mr. Carlos John Alpay. We will be gracing us today with his words of wisdom for the opening remarks.
Next
Hello
slide, please.
everyone. Mo?
A round of virtual applause, everyone.
Okay. So, good afternoon and welcome to the last part of the study jams and the GDSC CTU's last event for the year. It is truly a pleasure to see many bright faces and enthusiastic spirits in here. So, over the next hours, we will have a fruitful discussion about tapestry of software testing and embark on a journey of collaboration, learning, and inspiration. So thank you for being here and let's make the most of the incredible opportunity together. Welcome and enjoy the event.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Alpay, for those wonderful opening remarks. And now, introducing us to the Google Solutions Challenge is the Chief Technology Officer of GDSC CTU, a third-year computer engineering student with an interest in back-end web development, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. According to him, he aspires to do his role and expect an outcome of himself despite any disturbances. Let's welcome our very own CTO, Lawrence Miguel Ibarra. A round of virtual applause, everyone.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. So I'm going to introduce to you the Google Solutions Challenge. And as we have emphasized very much before, it is a very important event across the world in the Google developers. So Google Solutions Challenge, also known as GDSC Solutions Challenge, is an annual competition for Google Developer Students Club members. It challenges participants to tackle real world problems aligned with the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So, who can participate? The GDSC members. As long as the team has a team has one GDSC members, it is allowed, and the goal will be to develop innovative solutions using Google technologies for social good, contributing to one or more of the UN 17 SDGs. So you can use a wide range of Google technologies such as GCP or Google Cloud Platform, the Android Firebase, TensorFlow, Flutter, and many more. So as long as you use some Google technologies in your application, it is considered to be allowed. So the prizes can be. Oh yeah, so here's a video.
I'm Rachel, Global Program Manager for Google Developer Student Clubs. We're running a very special mission to work with students who are interested in being change makers of tomorrow. From topics like battling poverty to climate action, this is your chance to make a difference. Here are 4 ways you can impact the world with Google Developer Student Club's Solution Challenge. 1. Solve for the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. 2. Work with Google Tech to build innovative solutions. 3. Be named one of the top 100 teams for global recognition. And 4, get direct mentorship from Google experts in your building journey. Registration is open now. Submit yours via link in bio. Let's build.
So here's the timeline, the ISA uh, Solutions Challenge. Keep note of the most important like dates. Jude is the open submissions and the registration. So as long as it is before January 21, you can still register, and the winners will be announced uh, along along March to July. So keep in mind of the dates. Next slide, please. So here are the prizes. The top 100 will receive like mentorship and some swags. The final 10 will receive another mentorship and swags. And the contest finalists here are the will have the cash prizes, and the winning three will have the most prizes, including uh cash prize of $12,000. Next slide, please. So as you can see for the timeline checklist, I'm going to give a brief summary of each block. So when getting started, you must join a Google Developer Students Club and find a problem in your local community. In the next block, you must design your solution. It's front end and back end, and especially the the testing in which we are going to discuss today. And the next block will be the submissions and judging. It is very important to test your solutions so that in the submissions there will be no errors, because the Google developers expect your application to be optimized and it runs successfully. Next slide, please. So if you're interested, you can apply here. Also, for more information, in regards to the solutions challenge, you can open this link. So that's all. It is a brief introduction, as we have emphasized it much in our events, to let our members join in this wonderful solutions challenge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ibarra, for that wonderful introduction to Google Solutions Challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I introduce to you our esteemed guest for today, Mr. Alfio Pajaron. As the Vice President of DevCon Cebu, he brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our Study Jam event, specifically in the field of software testing.
Mr. Alfio Pajaron was an aspiring startup founder who pursued a bachelor's degree in information technology at Eastern Visayas State University. Initially, He began his professional journey as a manual QA tester, where he honed his skills in identifying software bugs and ensuring product quality. With his passion for continuous improvement, he transitioned into an automation tester, focusing on developing automated testing frameworks and scripts.
After gaining 2 years, 7 months, and 25 days of industry experience, he aimed to broaden his skill set and explore new opportunities. Driven by a desire to stay ahead in the ever evolving technology landscape, he set his sights on upskilling in either DevOps or cybersecurity. By doing so, he aimed to expand his expertise and contribute to the growth and security of modern tech driven ventures.
Fun fact about him is that he is motivated by his love for history and philosophy. He sought to incorporate his passion for learning into his professional life. Additionally, his love for outdoor activities like camping provided him a well rounded perspective and an ability to adapt to diverse situations.
Again, we present to you Mr. Alfio Paharon. A pleasant afternoon to you, sir, and thank you for
Hello.
being here in our TechMass Study Jam.
All right. Hello, guys. How are you? All right. Thank you for that introduction. I am moved. So, yeah, that is really cool. Sige, let's start. I'll be sharing my screen. Wait. All right. Okay. I hope I am audible. So, thumbs up if yes. Okay. It seems that I am audible. All right. Let's continue. So, I'll be speaking about an introduction to software testing. So, just a brief description. So the topic that I'll be talking is basically just the summary. I'll be talking about testing techniques or how to write a bug report, how to make a test case, and what are test cases and what are test scenarios. With these basic stuff about software testing, I am confident that actually, like after this workshop or like an introduction meeting, if you know how to market yourself, you can actually apply for a manual QA job immediately because software testing is not really that strict when unlike other IT roles that you need to have certificates or whatever. Um, Mind you, I'll be speaking in like English or Bisaya. Okay, nga namang di man tawag Bisaya, pero Bisaya. So yeah. So I will also talk about best practices in software testing, mga do's and don'ts. Then yeah, conclusion and hope if you have questions, feel free. Because I'm the fact that I'm here, it's an opportunity for you to ask questions nga something nga dili magugol ninyo or sorry, dili ninyo ma-search online because it's good, it's better if you ask someone who is already working in the industry. And the last is salary reveal. Pero charot ra na. Okay. Sige. Hmm. Ay, wala naman. Sige, again, I'll be talking about software testing. Actually, in a nutshell, software testing involves a structured approach to assess and rectify software issues so that you can guarantee how the software operates flawlessly ba. And then it's depending on its intended specification. What are the unsa may goal sa app? It must be tested and to make sure that it works. Not just works. Like there's a dev mindset na as long as it works, it's okay already. But here we are talking about quality. So that's why we need to test. So again, why is it important to use software testing? Because it is crucial to detect and fix potential problems. Maybe there's a bug nga dili pa kay siya obvious for now, but in the long run maging obvious na siya. There are also simple bugs pero dako siya impact. Imagine if kanang naay bag nga let's say GCash and then ang bag kay wrong lang ang gi-display nga number, nalay nag-add lang siya duha ka zero. Pero realistically sa database kay sakto ang kuan, kanang sakto ang amount pero ang gi-display lang sa UI is nag-add og duha ka zero. Simple siya in a way, pero imagine ang impact ana sa users. Like, oh, dato nako, but it's not. So, yeah. So again, what does QA stands for? I'm actually want to ask the audience. Anyone on the audience have an idea what is QA? What does it stand for? Like you can chat or yes, thank you, Nelmar. Quality assurance. So every company has QA, but in the term in the tech industry, QA basically means the tester. So do some mingan years like QA, it actually means software testing. So from the word quality, that's what we are promoting here. That's why we are studying software testing. And again, I cannot stress this enough. Whatever role you'll be having, the like after you graduate, if you work in the tech industry, depending whatever role, dev baka or whatever, DevOps baka, QA or software testing or QA is not just the job of the software tester, ha? It is the job of everyone. It is everybody's responsibility. So whatever role you'll have, it's a good idea to have this mindset in mind. Yeah. All right. Software testing, mga techniques. There are a lot of terms na to some it might be like a jargon to you. I myself sa work dili kami mo gamit aning words nga inani, but for the sake of the presentation, because other companies might ask you, like for example an interview question, you might be asked with this terminology. So there are like three basic terms like black box testing, white box testing, and gray box testing. uh, in black box testing, basically the tester does not have access to the internal workings of the software being tested. Example ana kanang kuan, uh, kanang ganing beta test when there's an app available, like okay, if you're a gamer and then mag-release sila, but before the actual release maghatag sa sila kanang beta version. So ikaw nga nagplay ana, you're like you have the access sa kuan sa app itself but not internally, so wala kay other access sa mga PD like sa DB burn or example. So you can test the like the front lang sa app but not really everything. So that is black box testing. uh, ang imo rang mabuhat sa app is makahatag ra kag input ug output and then mo view sa output. So yeah, this technique is used to evaluate the functionality and behavior of the software from the user's perspective. That's why I told you na black box testing, ang pinaka best example ani is yung if the company releases a beta version of the app that they're building. Next is white box testing. It is a testing technique where the tester has full access to the internal workings of the software being tested. Kani pwede ni siya sa mga devs who are actually building the app, because they have access to the code base. I myself also do this technically because I have access to the code, pero I don't touch the code. But the fact that I have access to the MR, or okay, if you're familiar with Git, we use GitLab kasi. So in GitLab, we use the word MR or merge request. But if you are using GitHub, it's probably called PL or pull request. So I just don't want to confuse you guys. But yeah, once you have the access to the MR or the PL or the pull request, you have a partial access. I don't know, full access kumbaga. You can basically in white box testing, you can what's this? You can tweak. So pwede ka mo imong i-change manually sa DB nga side ang mga necessary nga mga things for you to test properly. Okay, one scenario is, for example, you have an app nga mo test og date, uh, like in the future pa nga date, pero lisod man kaayo nga karon ka nag-test niya maghuwat pa ka ugma. So pwede nimo i-change sa DB nga imong ihimuon ang date nga karon kay para kanang mura kag ning go to the future ba, but you're just actually testing. So that is just one of the example. Now, in gray box testing, a testing technique where the tester has partial access to the internal workings of the software being tested. It evaluates both the functionality and internal structure of the software. So, yeah, kuha na siya. Like, actually, it similar siya, like, murag na siya somewhere in between sa black box and white box testing. That's why it's called gray, because it's in a gray area. You don't need to learn or to really like understand deeply this terminology, because I think you will understand it more once you are working in the industry. Uh, but yeah, having familiarity with these terms will help you. For me, it will only help you during the interview. Like, I don't know if there are interviews nga ang HR mo interview, not the technical people. So there are two kinds of interview, man, like the normal, typical corporate interview and technical interview. Pero if it's a technical interview, uh, expect technical questions. But yeah, it's really not that hard to pass. So all I can advise is just study, and having this opportunity here, it is already an advantage for you. All right, I'm already talking a lot. Sorry, guys. Okay. Next is how to write a bug report. So again, a software tester's job is to find bugs, right? But if you cannot write a bug report, ang imong bug nga na-find is useless ra na siya. Nga naman, kung dili nimo ma-report siya, dili na siya ma-fix. If the dev could not replicate it, could not understand what is the bug, uh, he cannot fix it, right? So in a bug report, it has like the title and the description. Of course, that is important. Then the steps to replicate, the expected results, and versus the actual. Then visual proof. It's either screenshots, videos, or text. Then the severity or the priority of the bug and the environment. Now, let me explain. The title and the description. So, dapat ang rule rani is one sentence only, and the title should be one sentence, and it must be very concise. It follows the KISS method, like keep it simple, stupid, or KISS. Keep it simple lang. And sa title sa dapat naalig to ang bug ID, or para masayon siya i-track ba. Don't worry, I'll try to, there's an example later, I'll show you. And next is the steps to replicate. Of So if ang bug kay maglisod og kanang, for example, ang scenario is to log into Facebook or log into your Google account, you must dili ka pwede nga ang imong report kay dili ka log in mo imong description. You must have a step by step imong indicate ang steps. So step number 1, go to Google drive.google.com. Then step number 2, input your email. Step number 3, input your password. Step number I think you get the gist. And then if maabot na siya sa part nga the bug can be replicated, you'll put it in the report na what are the actual result, and imo sang ibutang ang expected result, so that the one reading that report can easily understand what is the bug, or what are you trying to accomplish. And it is open for discussion as well, like maybe ikaw na sayop as software tester, what if ikaw kay you thought that this is a bug but it's not. So people can have a meaningful professional discussion. Pero if there's no bug report, dili clear imong bug report, lisod siya, it will take time. Then the visual proof. Depending on the app that you are working on, so magdepende na kung saan na siya nga app, but mostly like it's either a screenshot, videos, and text. So those are what we call proof. Uh, in videos, I would suggest to have a voiceover. Lain kaayo nga video ra imo makita nga kanang paryani nag-anana ra kanang I mean way voice over ba, dapat na ay voice over. And depending on what are the policies or the best practices in the company that you work with. For us here, we have this rule na dapat 1 minute to 2 minute lang ang video. Kay kana siyang it takes time ba to watch it. For example, the bug is very layo siya, tapos imo pang i-narrate gikan sa pag-login until maabot ka sa part nga naang bug. It takes time. So the unwritten rule is 1 minute to 2 minute lang. So the lesser the better. Kay total, you don't need to describe every step sa video, kay nga naman na naman kay steps to replicate sa imong report. Then the severity and priority is actually uh, like medium or like the priority of the bug. So if it is just a typo, for example, nasayop lang ang dev og suwat og spelling diha, that is just like not a least it's not a like it's not a high priority bug. So in your report, you should indicate as well if priority ba ni siya nga bug or not. Then how does it impact to the application in the whole. So that's the severity and priority. Next is the environment. Ang environment is where the app is running. So like for example, if you're building a mobile app, the environment, you should indicate what environment it is. Example of an environment in the mobile application, in a mobile application. Example is it's either Android, Android ba na or iPhone. And if ever Android, what version it is? Unsa nga unit sa phone. Same gyapon if iPhone siya, what unit, and then yeah, unsa nga kuan, unsay specs. That is the environment. If you're building a web application, the environment could be unsa nga browser. Is either kuan ba, Google Chrome ba, Chromium or Brave. That is the environment. So I hope that's clear. So let's move on to the next slide. So this is like a bug report sample. So as you can see, there's a bug ID, and the one sentence nga the title, and the description can be 2 to 3 sentences. So if you look at this bug report, it seems that the bug is when you log in, it shows error 501. So yeah, and if you look at the steps to replicate, imog yung i-indicate gikan pagsugod. So you log in, number one, number two, observe that is the website is loading infinitely. Then you press F12 to open the developer tools, dev tools. Then you can check the console tab, and then dito nimo makita nga na I501 nga error. And imo pong indicate ang expected result. Like the user should be able to log into the website. That is the expected result for this scenario. Then you'll also indicate the actual result. Dili ka pwedeng maghimo-himo ra og kanang kuana kanang imong iswatan basin ang gubaan ni. No. Imong yung iswat kung unsa ang behavior nga imong nakita. Do not make guesses on the actual result. It is not your job as a software tester to make assumption or make solution on the bug report. It is the devs who are fixing the bug. It's their job to investigate further. Your job is only to report what you observe. All right. So yeah, visual proof is it's either a video, picture, or just a screenshot. So yeah. Then again, ako nang kuha ng severity and priority. Then the environment is if it's a web application, so it's either what browser or what OS is the app running into. All right. So if you have questions, we can do it later. Okay, I'll also be talking about user stories. I'm not sure if you are familiar with this term. I hope you do, but if you're not, at least we are talking about this now because this is really important, not just on the development side but also on testing. Uh, what is a user story? So a user story is a general explanation of a software feature written from the perspective of the end user. So again, its purpose is to articulate how a software feature will provide value to the customer. So this description is from Rekoff. Ako na siyang uncle. Charot. I don't know. I just it's just a quote that I put it here because it's the most like the a very short description that explains what is a user story. Pero mas understandable pa ang format kaysa sa description. So, a user story, muna yung format. As a user, I want to, butangan mo so that. So, example na, as a gamer, imong isuat kung kinsa ang user, nyaon sa yung purpose, nyaon sa reason niya. So, as a gamer, I want to log into StarCraft website so that I can check my game stats. So, if you are a tester for Facebook or pwede po na siya as a lonely individual, I want to log into Facebook to then so that post I can post useless stuff online, memes. Charot. I also do that sometimes. But yeah. All right. Sorry guys, I'm not really serious. Don't the description ganiya like, very professional but loko-loko ra bitaw guys. But yeah, I can be your kuya or whatever. Anyway, next, what are test cases? Ang test cases, it is the scenario of what to test. Uh, a scenario is a credible and current story about how someone can use an application. Uh, like, kuan ra na, in simple, like, kuan ra gid, the test scenario must be one-on-one with the user story. So, refer to sa example here. Kuan ra, 'di ba ang user story it follows a certain format like then I want to then so that ang the scenario is actually just a sentence na nag-describe all that. Uh, dapat one-on-one silang duha. I don't know why people uh, naghimo pa sila duha ka term like himo ila pag separate ang user story ug test scenario but actually dapat similar gid sila. So in this example here, as a gamer, I want to log into StarCraft website so that I could check my game stats. Pero the scenario could be verify if the StarCraft gamer can log into his account. Anara. Uh, to make it so that it can be understood, here's another thing. So, kamo as a team or a company or whatever application you are building, you must create a lot of user stories that would describe unsay purpose aning inyong application, and these user stories will be broken down into a lot of test scenarios, and these test scenarios will be broken down into different test cases. Eh, I But again, you don't have to really know this much kay in work ninyo, masabtan na ninyo tanan what are test cases. But it's not bad if you research more about this. Um, hmm. Kapoy man ana ato lang nang skip. Katapulan ba yung speaker kinsa man ilang gi-invite? Tapulan man. Charot. Ah, matsayon man guni explain good. So kani this is I'm sorry this is where I work. I just I'm lazy so I just copied this one. I hope I will not be fired. I don't think I'll be fired kay di man siya classified. Uh, so kami we don't tipid man we don't pay for there's an application for software testing pero we use Google Sheets and this is a test case. So nakabutang din ang test case ID, what dara ang test case description. So ni follow na again there are test scenario and then gimuan na mo kanang multiple test cases. And this is the test case description. Unsay mga prerequisite. So the prerequisite kung unsay mga need nga before ka maka test sa kato nga scenario. So imong specify kung what browser, unsa pay other, yeah, basically a prerequisite. And here are the test steps. Nganong it's important to write test cases. Uh, the reason is para dili mo makalimot sa mga need i-test. Kay like if ang inyong application is just an assignment sa inyong sir nga dili mo to teach, charot. Kanang like project raw 2 days ra gihatag. Simple na siya, like pila ra crude ra ba, like create, update, delete. Simple na, dili na need og test case kay at the back of your head kay sayo na siya i-test. Pero if your application kay kanang magtikadako, maglibog na mo kung na-cover ba niyo tanan nga possible scenario. So that is important. That is why you need to create user stories, the scenario and test cases so that you can track everything. Dili ni siya maklik kay screenshot ni siya, pero kung pwede mo nang i-click, pwede nag-pass, fail, or not executed or suspended. Again, I'll cater questions later if you have one, or if you have rants. Charot. Okay. Best practices in software testing. Again, do read your report when you're done. Make sure it is clear, concise, and easy to follow. I do that actually. If I make a bug report, I read it twice or thrice so that in a publish na ko, in a tag na ko sa dev who will fix it, I don't have to say like repeat myself, and it avoids confusion. So read it again. Um, do as do Be specific as possible. Don't leave room for ambiguity. So again, katong giingon niya, do not put like a guess nga, hey, mao sigurong nani bug nga inani kay tungod kay inana. It's a bug report, di ni siya chismis. So dapat ko ano siya kanang very accurate. You just put in the report what you observe. Then okay, do reproduce the bug a few times and try to eliminate any unnecessary steps. Again, you need to specify the steps, pero make sure nga you don't add steps nga dili ra necessary. Kay mutaas ang report niya, lisod kay na siya basahon. Then you have to reproduce it multiple times to make sure that it's a bug. Kay kuan man, sometimes it's not really a bug. Maybe ang internet lang kay hinay, or maybe ang iyong phone gigamit kay very slow lang jud siya. So uninstall na ang mga like mga unproductive application like Facebook or I don't know, Bumble. Charot. So yeah. Oh, I'm talking to kids. I don't know if you use those apps, but yeah. Do check if the bug has already been submitted. If it has, add your details to the bug comment. So, kaning number like the second part sa last, kaning check if it is submitted. Balik ta dere be. Diri na, this is where the bug ID comes in. Kita mo ng bug number 123. So, if ako nakakita ko ani nga bug, then akong gi-report, gibutangan ako kaning ID 123. Then like the next day kay ang akong colleague kay naka-discover sa bug, ang iyang job is to check if na-report na ba di nga issue. Kay ang may tabo, if di niya i-check, nadoble ang report even though nga na-report na and then gi-fix na. So ang iyang button is iyan ang i-search ang mga keyword mo, mag-search siya random titles na similar to this scenario, or kuan kanang iyan na lang yung i-search pod ang kaning bug ID so that he can track if na-report na ba or wala. So again, in the title, dapat na ang bug ID and sa one sentence nga description. Pero most software testing tools kay automatic na nga once mo himo kag report na automatic ang ID. So yeah, mo siya PK ba or primary key. Ano to? Balik ta. Lagi, do check if the bug has already been submitted. Now, if it has, add your details to the comment. I think ibasa na ako. Unsa man si Sir? Okay, digtan na to sa mga bad practices nga you should Uh, don't include more than one bug in your report. So if you have a bug, imo ni siyang for example, in this one UI, uh, kanang one page kay duha ka bug imo nakitaan, i-separate siya kay para it can be fixed individually. It's possible naman nga kung tay gagmay ra nga bug, pwede ra man sad gud na nga ang usa ra ka dev pero duha ka issue yang ihimo usahon niya og fix ba, okay ra na siya. Ang importante lang is dapat duha duha imo report para dili lisod siya, it's not confusing to the one testing and to the one fixing the bug. All right? Yeah. Don't be critical or blaming. Bugs are inevitable and not always easy to fix. For example, naay bug nga maguba dili makalagin. Nya, kutay na you discover this bug today and na-fix na siya. Tapos next week kay ning balik. In your bug report, do not add statements like yun sa manin ninyo something or this bug keeps repeating. What are, like guys, are you doing your jobs? Charot, don't do that. Again, your job is to look for bugs, and then if you see a bug, report it and just tell kung unsa ang imong na-observe. Mura na. Then muna kung ingon ganiya, do not speculate on what's causing the bug. This can send the developer on a wild goose chase, so stick to the facts. Again, just tell what you see and what you observe. Don't add like chismis to the bug report. All right? Uh, don't post anything that is not a bug. Developers love to hear your feedback, but posting it in a wrong channel will only clutter their workflow and cause unnecessary delay. Again, a bug and a suggestion is different. A bug is kanang something that prevents an application to work, pero a suggestion is a different thing. Uh, Here sa company that I work with, we have what we call users feedback or usability suggestion. So there's a different format for that. It is similar, like nagyap steps to replicate, pero naayibutan dito suggestion. How can this be improved? So it is treated differently. A bug report will be treated as a bug and it will be fixed automatically. Pero ang suggestion is need pa siya i-discuss kay what if ang imong suggestion kay dili di siya okay, or if okay, that's good. People, good for you, like the company or your workmates will appreciate you that you are making a contribution to the company or to the application that you're building. um, Again, separate a bug report and a usability suggestion. And yay, summary na. So again, software testing is a process of evaluating software to identify defects and other issues. Uh, Testing is essential to ensure software quality and that it meets the requirements and specifications. Uh, Different types of testing include manual testing, automated testing, and performance testing. Actually, there are a lot pa, and I haven't included it because again, this is a summary, and the goal here is to give you an ample idea, like a basic idea what is software testing. Actually enough for you to find a job as a QA or entry level manual QA. But there are a lot, like for example, API testing, uh, like in performance testing, pwede na siya under pa na siya sa load testing, those kind of stuff. And yeah, testing techniques include black box testing, white box, and gray box. If you can identify those three, you have a better chance of getting a job as QA. Um, Dapat you have attention to details and good communication and collaboration skills. Okay, collaborations, you're trying to find bugs and you don't want to argue the devs fixing it. That's a bad that's a bad thing. And okay, this is just a feedback, but you can do it later. For now, let me proceed to automation testing because I promise na I will also share about what is like automation testing. Okay, so let me share again the different my different slide. So I'm sorry if I'm too fast. If I'm too fast, I don't know if you have questions, just chika it later. All right. Okay, I'll just share it na lang. Oh, okay. So in this topic, I'll just talk about like what is automation testing in a nutshell. Then, uh, what are the tools used in automation testing so that your life will be easier. Then, what are the challenges in automation testing, and the things that you need so that you can do automation testing. Uh, yeah, the best practices, the do's and don'ts. Then, yeah, conclusion and again salary reveal. But again, chikara na basig basig next like 3 years from now magkuha na mo mag-send mag PM na mo inyo ko himong ninong charot. Mm. So yeah, this is our will be what we'll be talking about. So what is definition of automation testing? I don't want to give you a definition. Kay automation testing itself is like from the word automate. Uh, you just need to automate whatever. Okay, dapat you know how to manually test, and then, di ba, in manual testing you need to like basically click manually like a normal user would do. Pero in automation testing, you write the script. Kit kabatikatuan mo tong steps to replicate. In automation, you write a script to follow those steps and it will run automatically. And why is it important? When you are starting to build your application, okay pa na dili pa not it's not necessary to do automation testing because the scope is very small. Pero if your application is like big na, for example, like Facebook or whatever app pa na diha, it is it is time consuming to test everything. So it's good to write some automation scripts. Yeah, what are the benefits? I basically just said it earlier. Now, these are kind of advanced, and uh, I would encourage that you would study this one. Uh, if you want to do automation testing, these are the basics. Um, we have Selenium. If you're going to automate the web, you use Selenium framework. So it supports Java, C Sharp, or Python. I personally use Python because we are a Python company. If you're going to automate mobile apps, you would use Appium. And then there are other like tools like JMeter. I also put it here, but disclaimer: I haven't used JMeter because we don't use that in our company. But if you're targeting a company that use JMeter, it would be an advantage to study JMeter. Then robot framework. We use that in the company for mobile application. Uh, Locus as well. We use Locus for load testing. Load testing is kanami ng performance testing like kinang i-check nimo ang pila ang kaya sa website nga pila ang traffic nga kaya niya. Uh, in load testing, you can mimic a scenario wherein there are thousands of users log in to your application at the same time. So, it will test when mo down ang yung website. One scenario siguro is, for example, Gcash. If there are thousands of users transact at the same time, if not millions, uh, there's a chance na dili ka ka-login. So, ang purpose sa load testing is to check kung asa ra ko to ang unsay performance gyud sa imong site, asa siya ko to before siya ma-down. And it is depende on what are the company goal. So asa na sila goal nga dapat ang ilarang minimum is dapat dili sila molapas og 1,000 users or dili sila molapas og 100 users. So ilan ang iset nga KPI, and then you do the testing to make sure that it meets that criteria, it meets that KPI. KPI, dili API ha, letter K. key performance indicator. Uh, all right. Um, Challenges in automation testing is the test case design. Um, then, ang test case design is how you make, actually, how to create mo katong mga test cases na I mentioned before. Uh, because without, ang pasabot ra gyud aning test case design is how many test cases that can you automate. You must identify all. Not all test scenario or test cases can be automated, or necessary automate. There are things nga dili ra necessary automate. Then maintenance. Every time nga na-update imong application, there's a chance na ang imong script dili na mo work. Kay imagine ang title sa Google kay imong ilisdan kunuhay for whatever reason kanang na-change ang name. The script should also be changed kay kung dili mo change, it will fail. The test will fail kay na-change naman ang environment or ang UI kumbaga or the functionality. Then test environment setup. When you do automation testing, you must specify the environment. So kung nagdo kag automated test for Chrome, imong iset kung not just ibutang nimo nga Google Chrome. You must set the version of what Google Chrome version you're testing inside, or those kind of stuff. And it needs to be updated. But this job is for the QA lead who is leading your team basically. Then tool selection. Ang tool selection is, again, depending on what application you're building or testing, or depending what are your, for example, we are a Python company, so we use Selenium Python. So depending on what application, you'll identify what tools that is beneficial to your company or to the org that you're doing. Yeah, you get the gist. Test data management is ang mga inform or mga credentials nga imong giput sa imong script. Kay there are time nga ang kutay among application kay nag-use og my name. So alfeo at bposits.com, that's where I work. Pero ning resign ako sa company. So after resign ako, itanggal na sa SSDB akong creds. And then when if the script will run pero ako gyapong creds ang nakabutang nito, it will fail because when the script logs in as alfeo, it will dili naman siya kalagin kay wala naman ko sa DB ko naman ko gitanggal naman ko. So test data management is what that means is you have to be updated. Your test data must be updated. It should work. Then when you do test automation, it will generate results, right? And it is your job to know whether the result is okay ba or dili. So that is, you must understand how you must know how to analyze the results of your automation scripts. Okay, I'm very talkative. Yeah. When you do automation testing, kaning 4, if you have these 4, you can already do automation testing. Even though you can code already, you can already write automation scripts. Pero if you don't have the test scenario or test cases, unsa man ang imong i-write nga script, di ba? So, yeah, dapat magsuwat sa kada anong katawang gipakita ganiya nga scenario og test cases so that it will be your basis when writing a script. It's a bad practice nga you will write a script on the go, like dito ra ka maghuna-huna kung unsay steps. It's better, it's faster to refer to a sheet nga naa dito ang mga steps. Then test data, again, unsa nga credentials imong i-need para maka-login, or unsa nga mga inputs imong ibutang sa imong script. Then unsa nga tool and unsa nga environment. If you have these 4, you can already run your script or you can already do automation testing. All right, I hope that is understandable. Now, best practice in automation testing. Again, not all test cases can be automated, or should be automated. So the best practice is to identify unsa ra nga scenario ang need i-automate. So example, ang kanang login nga feature need na siya automate kay 'di ba tanang application need mo login, and then like if you don't automate that, uh, if naay bug, for example kanang dili ka login, di dayon siya ma-detect, so dugay siya ma-fix, then dako ba siya impact kay dili makakagamit sa application if you cannot log in, right? um I'm thinking of a feature nga dili ma-automate. Okay, for example, you're building a AI app as a, like I will use our company as an example. We use Scalema. If you attended GDG DevFest, uh, we use like a chatbot. Dili man siya ma-automate kay, for example, mag-write kag script nga mo communicate with the bot. Ang response sa bot kay random raman. So dili dili ni matag-an sa script kung unsa. So it's really bad to use automation scripts on that one. Ang makatest ra og AI apps is like manual QAs. Na I don't know if other companies would attempt that, pero maybe, I don't know. Then okay, another best practice is keep test script simple and easy to maintain. So it's actually a culture thing. Dapat naamoy standard, like sa team ninyo dapat pareha mo og coding style. Uh, Automation testing will be treated like dev gyapon. Naaga po may code standard nga gi-follow. So every MR or PL kung GitHub yung gigamit, should be reviewed before siya emerge sa target nga branch. So the design should be reusable test scripts. So depende bisa pagkapila siya balik-balikon og use ang script. Dili siya pwede siya gamiton. And yeah, use version control. This is a no-brainer. Like you must use version control. I cannot imagine writing script without Git. Okay, integrate automation testing with the development process. There are times na i-run lang ang script, nagpadong na push sa prod gani, but that's a bad practice. You should do automation testing during PASAP while the devs are actively writing the feature. Then understandable if na mag-fail kay 'di ba nag-develop pa man ang devs. But yeah, during development up until the last stage, like the testing before prod push, you should do automation scripts. And again, analyze the results. Di lang ka magparan og test without analyzing the results. And yeah. Automation testing is important for ensuring software quality and reliability. Thank you, ChatGPT. Charot. You need test case. Again, money ang summary, like katong the four pillars on what you need for you to do automation testing. You must have test cases, test data, the scripts, and the environment. Then use a test management system. Depende. Kami, we just use GitLab. Pero you can, the other popular application out there is Jira, or what else? TestRail. Pero again, like when you graduate, you don't really need to learn this stuff. Pero if you are targeting a certain company and you happen to know unsa nga tools ilang gigamit, learn that tool. So ang mga popular tools is GitLab, Jira, even GitHub has their own test management feature. Pero mga popular is Jira and yeah, TestRail. Napatayan, na Testmo. So there are a lot of tools out there. Pero it is useless if, for example, like study kag TestRail pero ay mong gi-applyan kay wala sila ning gamit og TestRail. So do some research po, like and recon on what the company you're targeting. Again, follow best practices. Uh, improve the like ang purpose of the automation test is to improve efficiency and test coverage. Then I cannot stress this enough. Early detection. Uh, okay, one advantage of automation testing is this. For example, ang scenario is to log in. And if you want to test if makalog in ba siya using Chrome, using Firefox, or like like five kabuok browser, if manual QA yung gamiton ana for testing, mag-hire pa kag 5 ka QA. Pero kung you can automate the process on testing those 5 browser, one automation QA ra imong i-hire, then he will write one single script and it will test everything. Yes, you need to as a company owner, you need to pay more for the automation guy, pero mas nakatipid ka in the long run. Um, okay, I finished early. So I'll just
All right, so thank you for the knowledge and insights on software and automation testing, Mr. Paharon. Let's give him a virtual round of applause. Through your knowledge, we have learned the process of checking the quality, functionality, and performance of a software before launching, and also ensuring it meets requirements before being released into production. So, Nooglers, are you ready for the Google Solutions Challenge? I'm sure you are already. So, we would like to express our deep appreciation and present Mr. Alfio Paharon with a certificate of participation. This certificate serves as a token of our gratitude for his exceptional contribution to GDSC CTU.
Okay, so Mr. Paharon, please accept this certificate as a symbol of our sincere appreciation for your time, effort, and commitment in educating and inspiring our members of GDSC CTU in the field of software testing.
We extend our heartfelt thanks for sharing your expertise and supporting the growth of our community. Your contributions are truly valued and will be remembered by all who have benefited from your teachings.
Okay, so once again, congratulations and thank you, Mr. Alfio Paharon, for your outstanding contribution to GDSC CTU's TechMa Study Jams on software testing.
A round of virtual applause for Mr. Paharon.
Next slide, please. Okay, so let us now proceed to the moment you've all been eagerly waiting for. GDSC CTU proudly announces the highly anticipated second batch of merchandise available for pre-order. Prepare to be captivated by our lineup of t-shirts, lanyards, and pins meticulously crafted to cater to your unique style and preferences. Next slide, please. So for the t-shirt, you can choose two timely colors, which are black and white, and each boasting the same captivating designs on both front and back. Priced at a reasonable 290 pesos each, these t-shirts offer not only comfort, but also exceptional quality, ensuring they will stand the test of time.
But wait, there's more. We also have something special in store for you. Our stunning lanyards. These sleek and stylish accessories are not only functional, but also serve as a symbol of your affiliation with GDSC CTU. They cost around 90 pesos each and only have this design and color. But with their eye-catching design and exceptional craftsmanship, our lanyards are the perfect companion for any event or occasion.
But we cannot also forget the lovely pins, right? They are adorable. Our collection features not just one, but two designs that are sure to steal your heart. And to add more versatility, each design comes in two exquisite colors, the black and the white. Each of these captivating pins is priced at an affordable 35 pesos each. Student friendly, right?
Yes, very student friendly. So for everyone here in the meet, I want to remind everyone that you can only guarantee your preferred lineup of merchandise to pre-order by clicking this link and filling out the form. We have carefully curated this collection to meet your highest expectations in terms of style, comfort, and quality.
So don't miss out on the opportunity to pre-order these extraordinary items and follow the FB page of GDSC CTU for further announcement regarding the merchandise. Hurry up and pre-order yours now.
So now we've come to this very crucial part. I'm sure some of you Nooglers have some clarifications or questions regarding our study jam today. So with that, I would like to open the floor for any questions or concerns you may have regarding today's topic, software and automation testing. This is your chance to seek clarification or gain further insights into any aspect of software testing that may be on your mind.
So please feel free to ask your questions to Mr. Alfio Pajaron as he will address them and provide you with the information you need.
Nooglers, don't forget to join at slido.com for an audience Q&A session. You may enter the code hashtag 2104125 or scan the QR code provided in the slides. So for question number one, what are some common challenges faced in software testing and how can they be addressed?
Ah, actually,
Mr.
like,
Paron?
yeah. What are some common challenges? Um, it's more of the understanding if it's a bug or not, but it's really not that like a very hard challenge. Kaya, you can clarify. It's better to communicate. I think the challenge is empathy or how you talk to someone. So you must be respectful. Just communicate na, hey, is this a bug or not? What are your thoughts? Before you create a bug report. There are times na you already create a bug report and there are discussion in the like in the comment on the bug report na, hey, I don't think someone might say na, hey, I might na, I mean someone would say with ano maybe this is not a bug. Yeah, he will tell the reasons. So okay, I think this is an industry ano ha. This is just based on my experience. There are times na not me pero a workmate had a clash with a dev because they're arguing if it's a bug or not. So maybe kana common challenges. Pero generally, based on my experience, there's this internet meme nga devs and QA are fighting together, but no, they're actually partners. So here our goal is to build high quality software. So both are working together. All right. I hope that answers the question though. Yeah. So number two is QA. Okay, okay. Okay, is QA easier than being a developer? Yes and no. Yes and no because yes, you don't need in the dev kasi you need to understand the like the programming language and all that. Uh, but in QA, as what I told earlier, the topic that we shared earlier, once you know those skills, you can actually apply for a job as a QA already. You don't need to be technical. No, sa part na not all devs have this QA mindset na you they only as long as the code works it is okay already. But again, we are ensuring quality, 'di ba? So as a QA, you must understand like the mindset of the user. You must pretend as a user. So for example, you're building an application for like for accountants. You must think like an accountant. So ang gibuhat nako katong na ako'y getest nga related to accounting, nanguyab kog accountant para charot charot that is just a it's recorded. Okay. At least that is more challenging than being a dev. Anyway, what is the salary rate for fresh grads and QA tester? It depends. Okay, I will try to answer this in a very, very, very professional manner. Charit. Okay, go on. Depending on the region. So if you're in Cebu, you can medyo small pero maybe big. Sa para nimo kay you rely on your parents' allowance. Um, kuan na ako'y makita na mag-abot og inana. So pero start ra na siya. It doesn't mean nga di na siya mo increase. Given naman like fresh grad ka, wala kay experience and all, what if you're good, you can actually increase that in a few months. Um, but I think it also answers like it is related to the previous question nga dev ba or kuan, of course dev can be paid higher because it requires more skill. Uh, oh, by the way, I like to clarify. Depende on the region na napoy mo abot og like start nila nya ang kuan dayon kay inana. So depende na sa company nya unsa nga region. So if you go to Metro Manila, maybe higher ang pay pero dito sa dak-an sa cost of living. Yeah, yeah, depende region na siya. What you can do if you're hunting for jobs, go to like Glassdoor or Indeed na yung mga kuan dito kanang summary like na ay mga description kung para makuha mo ba ang rate. And sadly here in the Philippines, we have this culture nga kanang when posting a job post ang job posting kay dili i-indicate ang ilang pay dili indicate unlike sa other countries na nakabutang jud dito kung unsa ang asking salary sorry ang rate ba. So yes, but here in the Philippines kay ang ilarang ibutang kay kuan ang description sa job unsa nga role makalagot siya usahay to be honest more siya grant na lang mag-grant na lang sa kugamay panagsakay. This is the what is happening in the industry. Kuan more siya niagto kag FB marketplace ba niya inig panguta like inig kuan inquire nimo kay wala naka-indicate ang price. So mo PM pa ka. Inana ba which is hassle. So I hope in the near future the company like the job culture not just in IT but the culture in general dapat i-indicate na ang number ang ilang ilang minimum pay like for starters or yeah kay para na kay baseline to negotiate. I think I have a tip on interview questions like naman ganay mga sa interview normal gyud ang mga tana in the end of the interview mo na nga kanang what is the like what is your asking salary. The best response to that is before I answer that may I know your base or your budget something like that. But yeah, I think my suggestion to the group or maybe we as in DevCon we can do an event na kanang tips and tricks for job hunters. So for newly grads, targeted for newly grads. So we will share like depending on our experience and all that. Uh, but yeah, I think I already answered the question. And also, I think I'll add na lang siguro ato nga depende sad sa role. Kay kami, QA man me for web. Pero on the game developer, lahi sa nang sa game industry, lahi sa nang ilang rates sa ilang mga tester. So since I actually have friends for the game dev pero I don't really understand their industry so I don't know actually kung pila yung rate but yeah and the numbers I've given those are like the recent lang and range na siya so do not kuan if based on your research you can actually ask for more don't feel pressured nga kuan kay total if dili hatag apply lain charot or pwede ra ka mo negotiate depending on what your needs. Okay. Functional and non-functional testing. That is a very tricky question. Like, actually, since this is like okay, I'll just be honest. I actually forgot. Like I remember. Like I find it. I know. Actually, yeah. I'll be honest. I forgot. Yeah, but don't worry, guys. That kind of question will not be asked on the interview. But sorry guys. Unsa man lang yan. Bitaw, I forgot. Pero na siya sa like at the back of my mind. I can't remember it for some reason. Uh functional. Uh, okay. I give up. Anyway, do you have other questions? I actually suggest na you would ano din like open your mic and ask questions. That way, you can also practice your confidence level. You increase your confidence level. Okay, maybe you are really good at whatever skill you have right now, Pero if you cannot tell tell it to someone, uh, you won't get hired. So I think I'll just share na lang na, for example, in this company, nag-hire me og like three role, same role pero three ang among i-hire. But there are like a lot of applicants and 10 of the applicants kay qualified. Puro sila qualified. Yep, three ra man ang i-hire. So asa man magdaog, dito ra sa interview. Then the interview would only last for 15 minutes. So on those 15 minutes, you must really sell yourself. And yeah, katong ganiya, maybe you can use that example na kanang you don't know. You can be honest actually. Ay na pag kanang kuan-kuan kanang pachar-char nga kuan kay mahilab masabtan ba na siya. So you can be honest if you don't know. So but of course, like me, I will definitely search it after because I find it embarrassing na ngano wa mo ko kaibaw ani, something like that pa. So any other questions like company culture. Oh, I like to add there nga kanang I work for BPO seats, then we also offer like internships. So if you're planning to work here or do internships, just you can coordinate with me or yeah, I'm just telling you that. Then but I haven't really know pa kung ano say process kaya I think you have to coordinate with the school. And currently in our culture here, majority of our interns comes from USC and UP, but it doesn't mean nga we don't cater from other university. It just happens nga wala sila contacts dito and here I am since I'm already here and I love to give the opportunity to you guys. Yeah, feel free to reach out. Mm, I actually don't know what to talk now. It's hard. This is hard. Like what I kind of don't like when it comes to online stuff. Kay there's no interaction. So I really can say I can see your face. So I cannot see your reaction to my jokes. Maybe tito jokes ra akong gibuhat. So yeah. Okay, photo up. Let's go.
So, Mr. Paharon, thank you for answering the questions from our fellow Nooglers, and we appreciate your responses. So, as we near the end of today's event, we would like to invite everyone to turn on their cameras for a special photo opportunity with our guest speaker, Mr. Paharon, and capture the memories of this wonderful event and create a lasting memento of our time together.
So take a moment to prepare yourselves and put on your warmest smiles. We will give you a few seconds to get ready before we proceed with taking the photo. Thank you for your participation.
So, we have our backgrounds at the chat box.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, is everyone ready? In three, two, one, smile. 3, 2,
Uh,
1,
next,
smile.
next one is scan to GDSC post.
I always like to do this pose. But since I'm not GDG, so I don't do that. So right now, thank you guys for this opportunity.
Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, so we're done with our study jam na no? So for our next agenda It's time for a thrilling and interactive activity. Ready na mga?
Yes, ready na.
Kahoot quiz. And to guide us through this exciting segment, we have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Ivan Suralta, GDSC CTU lead, who will provide us with important announcements and instructions for today's Kahoot quiz. Take it over, Mr. Ivan.
So good. Good afternoon, everyone. So here's the Kahoot quiz for you. So the questions are from day 0 to day 4. So sa'yo na kayong questions, guys. 20 questions and then 20 seconds each. So I will send the link na lang diri. And then nakita ra po ninyo sa inyong screen. Nanata diri si Tan. Wait tag mga 2 minutes para makasoda ang uban. And then ang first prize is 100 pesos GCash. Then second is 75 pesos GCash. Then last is third kay 50 pesos GCash. So pwede na pang baby time. And then the link is in the chat box. So we'll just wait for 3 minutes or 2 minutes. You can change your nickname to your name para madali ra pag ma-identify. Yung agasa na yung saging daw, hilaw na yung saging. So, everyone can join, guys, even the core team. Kasi pwede rin maka-join kay ako ra ang nakaibaw nila na questions. So, ang core team or officers kay free rin mo join na nila Kahoot quiz. So, wait tab mga 1 minute. Bisag mga 15 na maka-join. Pwede ra po si Sir Alfio mo-join pero wala siya prize. Okay, bawa na sa tanong sa question answer.
Yan. Mas uwaw kung mo-join ko niya. Di gyapon ko ka-answer. Lisod kaayo. So I'll let you guys have fun.
So, wait na tag-2 para ma-start na. Okay, so siguro start na to. Ano lang. 13, 12. So, siguro ito na start. Wala na yung apas. So, itong i-lock para di na makadyan ang uban. So, start na. The question is, are you ready? True or false? Okay, so ready na tanan, ready ng 13. Okay. Wala, saging hilaw atong kuan. Saging hilaw atong top. So, much better if kanang paspas kayo mo click guys and then sakto yung answer kay kuan man mag-iban kada seconds ang score. And then open notes po niya. So the next question is, what language is used for layout or structure of a web page from day 0? So na lang question. Yeah, that's right. So may waka answers usa. So the answer is HTML. Wala si Tan lang kuan, top 1. Namina dun is Tan. The next question is, what language is used for the design of a web page? Is it HTML, JavaScript, Flutter, or CSS? Go, Waswasa. So the correct answer is CSS. So sitan gyapon ang atong top 1. First honor, the valedictorian. The next question is, which is not part of the box model? So day 0. Is it border, margin, padding, or background? From day 0. So the correct answer is background. Naido ka sayop. Katulod eh. Hello, si Cloud na itong valedictorian. Then the next question. What is the color of the paragraph tag? As you can see, nice snippet there. So what is the color of the paragraph tag? Is it blue? Is it yellow? Is it red or error? Right. So sakto na answer is red. Kaya mama pinaka-last. Ang pagbasa sa CSS. Wala si Jave. Familiar kayo si Jave. Sa siya na valedictorian. The next question is, from day 1, what is the most popular programming language of 2023 according to Stack Overflow Developer Survey of 2023? Is it C#, Python, JavaScript, or Java? Alright, so sakto niya guys kay JavaScript. Si Gail na atong valedictorian. Pero si Tan kay mapas balik. Next question is Java short for JavaScript? I mentioned it before sa D1. No, yes, maybe, or yes na yes. Alright, so sakto tanan. Java is not short for JavaScript. So still, si Gail atong valedictorian. The next question is, which is not a JavaScript declaration? Is it const, var, for, or let? So the correct answer is for. For is not a JavaScript declaration. So still, si Gail atong valedictorian. To the 9th question, for double points, which is not a valid JavaScript variable identifier? Is it let $sign Don underscore Mac 39? Is it let 38 coffee semicolon? Is it let underscore copy ko? Or last is it let uncle underscore brew 39? So the correct answer is 38 coffee. Kaya dili pwede ang number maguna sa variable identifier, ang number. Hala, si Tana gon, Victorian, apsa na si Gail. So next question is, what is an open source UI software development toolkit created by Google? Is it Firebase, TensorFlow, Google Cloud, or Flutter? The clue is the logo, guys. If you attended the 3rd day. So the correct answer is Flutter. Still, si Tan atong valedictorian. Then the answer sheet of 10. Wow! Wala dyan naka-access si Tan atong kan kesa atong answer sheet. Namina lang din si Tan. So the next question is, when was Flutter introduced by Google to the annual developer conference? So medyo lisod ang question. And then double points. What? Is it June 2019? Is it May 2017? Is it April 2018? Or is it March 2018? Submit your answers, guys. So the correct answer is May 2017. So we got 6 correct answers. Damn. Itahan gyapon atong kuan. Valedictorian. So next question is, Flutter primarily uses what programming language? Is it JavaScript? Is it Java? Is it C Sharp? Or is it Dart? So the correct answer is Dart. So we got 9 correct answers. So still tan ang atong Victorian and then si Lex ang nasunod. So pwede pa si Lex kaya napay dagang questions. Napay 7 ka questions. So next question is, who is the mascot for the Dart language and the Flutter framework? The clue is kaning bird. Sa pangan niya, is it dash? Is it flash? Slash or stash? So the correct answer is dash. And then, natay balik to yan si Tan Yapon and then mapas pa si Alex og si Dodong Carlos. The next question is, it is a set of back-end cloud computing services and application development platforms provided by Google. Ang clue kay kaning logo. And then it was discussed by Mr. Texter Inguito yesterday. So the correct answer is Firebase. Still si Tan gyapon tong valedictorian. Then next question is, which is not a feature of Firebase? Is it real-time capabilities? Is it hot reload? Is it built-in authentication? Or is it serverless architecture? So we have already 10 participants who submitted their answers. So the correct answer is hot reload. So 5 ra naka-check. Kasi ang hot reload is a feature for Flutter. So still si Tan gyapon natong valedictorian and then second place is Dodong Carlos. Namugas mo ni Carlos ba? Pamibit time ko na niya ang 50 pesos. So the next question is, in what year was Firebase founded? So you can slide a year. From 2000 to 2023, you can slide the slider to choose the correct year. All right, so the correct answer is 2010. Firebase was founded in 2010. A few got the answer. Mostly kay 2011 ang ni pili, but it's 2010. So still, it's done. Ang kuan, Victorian. We have few more questions left. The next question is, it is a process of evaluating software to identify defects and other issues before it is released to users. From Sir Alfio's discussion, is it software testing, manual testing, performance testing, or automated testing? So wow, so sakto ang kuan. 11 ka box, it's software testing. Namina do this lang, sir. Okay, so si Tan gyapon. Third to the last question. It is a set of actions that is performed to reach an expected result. Is it test case, software testing, user scenarios, or performance testing? The correct answer is test case. So 9 got correct answer. So still it's Tan, followed by Dudong Carlos and Gail. So the second to the last question is for double points. So pwede pa mo habol guys if mubuan yung points. Which is not a software testing technique. Is it gray box, black box, white box, or red box? Not a software testing technique, huh? So the correct answer is red box testing. So wala na siya ganyan. Wow, si Tan gyapon. And then si Gail, si Don Carlos, napsan ni Don Carlos. So, last question is, for double points, did Catherine and Daniel break up? Is it maybe? Is it no? Is it yes? Or wakoy labot? Alright, so the correct answer is yes. So, yes, naman. So, here is the winners, guys. For our Tahot quiz, for third place, it's Dodong Carlos. And second place, it's Gail. And for the valedictorian, it's time. So, to claim your prizes, please send a screenshot and then send it to GDSC CTU's Facebook page. Just abang ang background. So, send sa GDSC CTU Facebook page ang kaning screenshot. Okay, so ako nag-screenshot dito for proof. And then, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Kahoot quiz, guys. And if you haven't gone can join with okay, at least you get to understand the questions, so you learn something also. So thank you everyone for joining the Kahoot quiz.
Okay, so sa raffle, hello. So how's everyone so far? Good sila ba? Okay, so to wrap up the event, let's do the raffle draw. And before we dive into our raffle draw, I'd like to extend our gratitude to our special guest speaker, Mr. Faye Paharan from DevCon Cebu. And we are honored to have someone like you with us today, sharing your expertise and insights with our community. So let's start. Next slide, please. Okay. So, ang three lucky winners, which are ang mga participants who attended at least 3 study jams, each will receive 100 pesos through GCash. And that's not all, kay we will have one lucky winner who will have the chance to win a merch from DevCon, or better yet, an item, which is the book from our esteemed guest speaker. So, without further ado, I think Natay spin the wheel, di ba? Can you share the screen, Ivan?
Is down pero nilag ba ang laptop?
Okay. So wait lang sa kadit guys kay technical problems.
Sorry for waiting, guys. Ilag ang laptop. Ako sa share ang screen. Wait sa jama.
Diravan.
Ang first kay ang kuano, ang book. First na lang dyan, mga natong sa 100 pesos GCash each. Katong tulo ka events sila natin nun. Kaya mga na nadre. Okay, so Wheel of Names.
So, game na. Let's spin the wheel.
Sige. For 100
Sige.
pesos GCash, mo na sila naka-complete sa kuan sa total 3 ka day at
Three
least 3
events.
events. Tapos ang shuffle
Yes.
para way daya. So, kuan. Ang first kay si
We send niya by handpick. So, you can message us in our Facebook page and send a screenshot to claim your prize.
nara ba si Messen niya ron?
Murag na
Mag-present sa pero ni.
atong kay tao. Yes, naara. Okay.
Thank you. Congrats, ma'am. So
Congrats.
the next to receive 100 pesos GCash. Drum rolls, please.
Uy, si Rex.
Oh, it's Rex Sumalinog. Na ba si Rex?
I think wala. Wala.
Wala si Rex.
So, sayang. Okay, spin the wheel. See
Next
you.
is sige lang.
Yay. Next game. Screenshot lang Yosef. Ay, officer na mo din na. Okay, next. Abby. Yay. Aming host. Boys. Okay, so mo to no, ang three, si Kuan, Miss Senya, then si Yusef, and si Miss Abby. So just message our Facebook page and send your screenshot to claim your prize. Next is katong special item. Sa itong special item na to, Van, from DevCon. Yatag ni ko answer, Sir Al.
Book from DevCon job. So
Okay.
tanan na yung RSVP kay
Tanan ning nag-RSV karon.
Oh, sorry ni guys. So if na mo dere, you'll have a chance. So, tanan. It's Kenneth John Mahusay.
Okay, Kenneth John Mahusay. Nawa siya diri? Nawa, wag na siya diri.
Naka ba si Kenneth?
Tungwa. Oh, naa. Naa.
Congrats, guys.
Congrats.
Courtesy
So,
of
mao to,
DevCon
no?
Cebu.
Seems that just message us in our Facebook page and send your screenshot and then to claim your prize. So I think that's all for the raffle.
Okay, wow. So, Merry Jud ang Pasko sa inyong host, no? So, congratulations to everyone who won the Kahoot quiz, the raffle, and the book. I hope you'll continue to be motivated and strive harder to learn. Please don't forget to follow and like GDSC CTU's official platforms to be updated and participate in the upcoming events.
And that concludes our final day of GDSC CTU TechMass Study Jam, focusing on software and automation testing. We hope you've gained valuable knowledge from the different topics covered over the past 4 days.
This has been your host,
I am John Rowan Miano.
and I am Abigail J. Casio.
Thank you all for coming. Study na sa next time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you
you, sir.
guys.
Thank you, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Bye.
sir. Thanks, John and Abby.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a Merry Christmas.